Hey guys, in today's video, we are gonna go over all of my diamond painting must-haves. And this is gonna be kind of a unique list. These are the things that I cannot live without. I need these things. They're in no particular order. I meant to put them in order, but I didn't, so my bad. The first thing on my list is this standing desk. Yeah, we're going up. What was that? You wanna go down? Let's keep going. Keep going. Yeah, we're certainly in double chin territory, so let me go ahead and fix that. So this standing desk was one of the best investments I made when it comes to diamond painting. Standing desks are so much better than regular desks by far, because I can fit so much on here. Even with huge diamond paintings, I have room for my storage containers. I have room for a little snack. Back in the day, standing desks used to be super expensive, and now you can get them for about the same price as like a regular desk. So in my opinion, it's kind of pointless to not. If you're investing in a desk, you might as well make it standing. You can really adjust in a way that's most comfortable for you. It's great also for space saving reasons. If you're in the market for getting another desk, I 110% recommend you using a standing desk. Now, with that being said, that kind of goes in hand with my next favorite item, which is this ADHD fidget chair. I honestly don't really know what it's called. I got it for my husband because he is a fidgeter. He's one that will use this chair in every capacity, and he does when I'm not using it. I love this chair specifically for diamond painting. This chair is phenomenal for diamond painting. I can't tell you how much it has changed my posture when it comes to diamond painting. I personally like to sit in it with my legs like up, like in a squatty potty position, and it is so comfortable. I can sit and I can diamond paint for literally hours, and it's so much easier to get up out of a chair like this than it is a regular chair. It has been an absolute game changer. I love this chair. Now to get into like the nitty gritty containers. These are my absolute favorite type of containers. You really can't go wrong. They're great for confetti. They're great if you just have a lot of colors with your diamond painting. They act as trays, but they're also storage. So once you're done with the painting, you just close it up and then put it right back in the box. I have a lot of diamond paintings, so unfortunately they're all taken up, but I will be repurchasing more. If I had to use any containers, it would be these. Not only are they compact, that was so loud, oh my gosh. I absolutely adore these containers. They are my number one. I love them. Oh, that hurt. Up next, I have something I am so freaking excited for. If you guys have been here on my channel, you'll know I do not seal my diamond painting because I have not found a sealer that I genuinely really like. I find sealers to be really thick, and also in my opinion, I feel like it leaves a foggy type of like film on top of the diamond paintings. And so I am so excited because Pigmondo reached out to me and asked me if I would give their new sealer a review, and here it is. I adore this sealer. It's a spray. I have never seen a sealer beat a spray before. It's light, it smells great, it's super easy to use. I've tried thick sealers, I've tried the really thin watery sealers. I sealed all of my paintings in a matter of like 10 minutes. I cannot speak well enough about this sealer. I will have these on deck for as long as I do diamond paintings. You might be wondering, like, does it leave like the borders of the canvas sticky? It doesn't. 10 out of 10, no notes. If you get anything from this video, literally get this sealer. And on top of that, you cannot tell it has been sealed. I love this. Up next is a thicker pen. Ones like these are a total game changer. If you're using the ones that still came with like the original diamond paintings, you are really missing out. Once you use these, you'll not want to ever go back to these, to be honest. These are my favorite type of pen. I don't even have the ones I just bought. I don't know what I did with them. I just bought a new one from Diamond Art Club. I really like it. But these I think I just found on Amazon for a pack of 2. I don't remember the price, but it was pretty cheap. These are so much better. These are just too small. I actually put 2 grippers on it. That kind of helps like thicken it out. But a thicker pen is gonna be so much more comfortable, especially when you're doing really large paintings. You will notice a difference. So if you've been waiting to get like a thicker pen because you're just not sure if it's worth it, it is worth it 1000%. Up next, I would say larger trays are gonna be your very best friend. I love using a really big tray. This one's nice, but they're even better when they can come with, on the very top, there should be like a little line. Those for me are the absolute best. It comes with a little stopper and then a top part, which I don't really use the top part, but I'm sure some people do. You can shake it so your drills don't fly out. If I have a ton of drills in there, I'll put the stopper in, shake it up, and they all line up so well. This is a really big game changer for me, especially if you're using the really tiny trays that come with diamond paintings. Those are honestly pretty miserable to work with. I don't know how people do it. They're so tiny, and they also don't have a spout, so it just makes it really difficult. You have to have a funnel, blah, blah, blah. But this one's my go-to tray. The next one might be kind of polarizing. I've done a lot of diamond paintings, and the ones I have liked the least are the ones that haven't been quality. It's just so much more enjoyable to do a painting that is quality, that feels good, that has a good adhesive, that's not tape. The drills are nice and solid. I've done diamond paintings that had tape instead of glue, and their drills have been plastic instead of resin, and it's been a nightmare every time. What took me so long was that I honestly never wanted to come back to it because it was not an enjoyable experience. And not to mention, the end result was so much better. I remember when I would use the plastic drills, I would press the drill onto the canvas, or like I would press it down with the pen and it would leave indents on the drill, making it more dull. To me, it's just not worth it. I would recommend, what I did was I got one from Amazon that I liked. These two are probably one of my favorite paintings, and they're my first two. And I got them both from Amazon. If you did not know, Diamond Art Club is on Amazon. If you're like me, I'm like super wary about like buying from websites that I've never bought from before. So they are on Amazon, and they do have like a very limited quantity, but they're pretty cheap. I think you can find like a fairly sized small one on Amazon for like $16 to $20, and they're quality. They're really good. And then if you like the quality, if you're into diamond painting, then I'd probably buy from the site. That's just my personal opinion. Up next is light board, or having really good lighting. When I first started, someone told me to buy a light board. I could see so much more clear. Or if you're in like a well-lit room like me, I would say a light board is a lot easier on the eyes because you can kind of control the lighting. You really just need like to turn it to like the lowest setting of lighting for it to illuminate. I know by the end of my diamond painting sessions, my eyes are like low-key burning. So if I were doing paintings and they weren't like on camera, I would probably always be using my light board. Up next, I have one that's kind of weird, but it has been so important for me when it comes to diamond painting. Every morning I'd wake up, I'd just jump into my seat and start diamond painting. Bad breath and all, messy hair, like just straight out of bed, until a couple of weeks ago, I decided to do just a short workout before I started diamond painting because I was in agony. I was constantly doing one of these. I was hurting. I had so much tension in my shoulders and my back and my neck. Everything was hurting. So I'd recommend every single time before you diamond paint, throw on one video, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, doesn't matter. You will feel so much better. This is such a sedimentary hobby, and it's so important for you to keep your movement, and it has absolutely changed the way I diamond paint. My posture is so much better. I'm in a much better mood. I'm a lot happier. I'm a lot more agile. What was that? Please exercise. Just try it for 1 week before you start diamond painting. It is amazing. It's amazing. Okay, so up next, I have kind of a new addition to my room setup, and that would be this pegboard. I guess I can show it to you. It's this pegboard, and it has been such a game changer. It has freed up so much space on my desk. I can see everything. Everything is laid out so well. I've got my pens, I've got my trays. Everything just fits perfectly right on to this pegboard. If I get more stuff, I can just get more additions to the pegboard. It has been great. I also have like a little rolly cart here that I used to have all of my diamond painting equipment on, but there's no way to really have it organized. I was kind of just like throwing everything on there, and it would get so messy. I just cleaned it off and I put everything onto the pegboard, and it has been such a game changer. I know exactly where everything is. Everything has a place. It's so much easier to put everything back onto the pegboard instead of just throwing it all onto this rolling cart. So if your setup is anything like mine, where you have a wall that's like in arm's reach, I would 110% recommend a pegboard. I got mine from IKEA, but in general, a pegboard is a pegboard. So whichever one works best for you, I'd recommend. Up next, we have a roller. It literally has hair on it. Oh my gosh. If you're anything like me, you'll have gems sticking up off the canvas left and right. Not to mention when you roll it, it like kind of makes a satisfying popping sound. And once you're done rolling it, it looks so much better somehow. It really evens everything out. I would not recommend like what I did with my first diamond painting, which was to just use the pen and like push them all down, because there's a good chance it can get dents on them if you don't have a high quality diamond painting. So I would definitely invest in a roller. I don't think they're super expensive. The paintings look so much better after all the drills are like nice and flat and solid. I don't know what it is. Maybe like they reflect the light more when they're like nice and laid out and all in a straight line. Next up is something that I kind of feel kind of weird about. I like it, but I don't love it. There's room for improvement, and that is my diamond painting tower. This was like one of the cheapest ones I had gotten on Amazon. So that's the thing, I don't know if I would recommend getting the one that I have in specific. You can only use like the very, very tiny trays, and I'll only use it for paintings that are super confetti heavy. It holds so many colors, which is really important when it comes to confetti. You have to like change the colors out constantly, and you don't want to have to like constantly be opening stuff and twisting at caps and pouring it. It's so much work. So having a tower that I can just take the drills out of, you know, have it here and then put it back. I will say the trays are so small, it's really hard to label them. All the drills are open, so God forbid I like shake my desk, this thing's gonna come tumbling down. Tumbling. The tower is a really cheap alternative, especially for smaller paintings. If it's still cheap, I recommend it for confetti paintings. So one of the first containers I bought for a diamond painting was this one. And you know what? I still really like it. I still like it a lot because one, it's portable. Two, it holds a ton of drills. It's kind of a mess right now because I am in the middle of doing a painting with this one. The only downside is they're all in these little individual containers. I really like these. They just only hold like a certain amount of drills. So if you have more drills than this, I've got like my Harry Potter diamond painting and there's a ton of 310s, and like this isn't even gonna fit like one pouch of 310s, you know what I mean? And then you get this like little mesh. It is a mess. I really was not planning on showing it. Then you have this little mesh area where you can hold all the tools. It's very functional, and I feel like the type of container you want to use really depends on the painting. I have a few more things in here. A couple of weeks ago, I was showing you a couple of my paintings hanging on the wall, and a lot of you are really curious about how I store my paintings. For some reason, I didn't really think about it being a hack. I just was like, oh, this could work, and I tried it. I was in Ross and I saw these like pant hangers, and they had like grippy clips on them. Not only that, but they could also move, like they were adjustable. On each set of hangers, they had 3 clips, so I could technically hang 3 paintings. I have 2 pants hangers nailed up on my walls, and I just hang my diamond paintings straight from that. It has worked so well. I think the only problem I've had with it was the fact that I hung my paintings up too high. I have to use my dog stairs to like take down my paintings, but it is fantastic for hanging, especially really, really large paintings. I don't have to roll them up. I don't have to worry about them getting hairs or anything on them. They're super easy to take down. They're really easy to put back up. I love them. They're very secure. I'm tugging on them and all is well. I love these things. They're great. I got mine at Ross, but I know that they're on Amazon. I think I have some linked in my storefront. If you choose to like find them in store, I will say make sure you get the ones that have the grippy clips. They're metal and they're super like tacky and grippy, so there's just no way that your paintings are gonna fall from them. They're super secure. I love this way of storing my paintings. I think I'll probably always store them this way. Not to mention they're not hidden, they're in sight. So if you're one of those people who like, it kind of takes you a while to get back to your painting, having it out is really gonna motivate you to get it done and to finish it. So that has been a really big game changer for me. You guys, I knew I would forget something. My diamond painting pen, it's great. I don't use it for full paintings. I only use it for specialty drills, my ABs and things like that. Only because I like a thicker pen. You don't have to use wax at all with it. You just turn it on and it's like a light suction sound. It's great. I barely have to charge it. It's really compact. It's great at picking up ABs. You'll see it in a lot of my videos. And I think that's all. I think I got it all. Anything else, I'm gonna have to come in with a voiceover. that was all of my diamond painting hacks. However, I've gotten a lot of comments of people asking me how I film my YouTube videos, and to be honest, everything is always changing. If you ask me this time next year, I will probably have a completely different setup. Hopefully things will be even more quality and better. I'm always looking for ways to improve my content for you guys, but I get so many questions and so many Instagram DMs about how I film. I thought I would just add it to this video. I would absolutely love to have more diamond painters in this community. I would love for you guys to also start channels of your own. First and foremost, what I use for editing is Final Cut Pro. Final Cut Pro is really quite expensive. I think it's like $300 every year or something like that. But I'm using a student version that I got for free from my husband. So I have like a lifetime thing. I have it for free. But if I wasn't using Final Cut Pro, I'd probably be using DaVinci Resolve. I think it's free. And a lot of these editing softwares are really similar. I've even used CapCut for like TikToks and stuff, and that is also really similar. I will say CapCut has like a lot of things where you have to pay for. It ends up like being like a monthly charge or whatever. But by no means would I say like go out and like get like the most expensive editing program. It's really not that serious. You really don't have to do that. You're gonna get there. And as far as my lighting, I have struggled with lighting. I'm still struggling with lighting to this day. The lighting I have currently is I have like a naked bulb above me. All of my light bulbs are Gobi lights because I can change the color. I can kind of change the brightness and dimness. But as far as my lighting goes, in here I have two sets of like vanity lights. I have like an LED pointed straight up at the ceiling. Lighting really depends on the space that you're in. Whenever I have like a direct spotlight on my painting, it will cause shadows. So when in doubt, like turn the light towards the wall and have it bounce back. The shadows will be a lot softer. You're really gonna have to play around with it, unfortunately. Up next, like I said, I have my desk. You really do have to have like a very big desk to do like any type of crafts. This is something that I just recently implemented. This table is like super sturdy, but it is still like, there's still like a bit of a wobble to it, but I put weights on either side of the legs and it's a lot more like sturdy somehow. I don't know what that's about, but it has helped tremendously. But as far as my camera equipment goes, I have a Sony ZV-1. I think it's like your basic vlogging camera, and I like just recently started using it like in my last video because I did not know how to use it. I wasn't using it properly and I was like, I gotta afford to get a DSLR, it's gonna be so expensive. So I like really buckled down and I watched like a lot of videos. It's a learning curve and it takes a while and I'm still learning. And the camera is like kind of expensive. I want to say it's like $400 to $600. Again, if you don't have that, there's no need to run out and get it. There's no need to wait to start your channel until you can afford it. I would say start with your iPhone. I have an iPhone. It shoots in 4K, which I'm like, oh, it's so great. And it is really good. It definitely works. It has been working for me, but using the Sony camera has been a game changer. The quality is so much better. You can zoom in so much further. It's a quality camera. And right now you're on top of my Joby tripod. I've tried a lot of different tripods in the past. I didn't want to get this one because it was like $50 to like $75 at Best Buy. It's really expensive, and I've seen a lot of like tripods be styled like this one, but they've been so flimsy. The ones off Amazon are just so flimsy. You have to get the one from Joby. It's really good. It's very sturdy. You can wrap it in all different types of directions. It's really great. As far as my mic goes, what is the brand of this mic? I don't know. I actually saw someone on TikTok use it. It's the Hollyland. It comes with 2 mics and like a ton of different accessories. I love this microphone. I also use it for my voiceovers because it's super easy. It can plug into your phone. It comes with multiple adapters, and it also comes with like an adapter for the Sony camera. I think the Sony camera also has like a pretty good mic in it, I think, but I think I had problems with it for some reason, but again, I didn't know how to really work the camera, so it could have been user error. But now I have these mics and I love them. I barely have to charge them. I think I've charged them like 1 or 2 times, but they are great. Oh, I also, for my top down, it's a solid stick top down. It's by the brand UIAUZI. So I'll use that for like time lapses, but I'll use the Joby to get in like weird angles. Oh, I also just recently got like another viewfinder. I have this little Samsung TV so I can kind of see if I'm in frame, like what's blurry and what's not blurry. That has been super important, especially with the new camera, because I don't know like what what's going on. All of these products have been huge game changers for me, and I will probably always be using these things. If this video helped you at all, give me a like down below. It helps me and my channel so much. If you have any tips or tricks or things that you use for diamond painting, please let me know down below in the comments. So let this be a whole thread of your tips. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!